healthy marriage starts in the beginning. I believe that marriage is like a business. Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, my name is Nelly. Today's video is about now you're married, what do I do? You need to start with a good healthy marriage from the beginning in order to determine how long this marriage is going to last. How you run your marriage is how it's going to determine the future of your marriage. Basically, it's about how you run your home and the decisions you both make. Don't leave decisions to be made by one person. You both need to make those decisions together. Otherwise, if you leave it for the one person to do all the decisions, in the long run, they just get exhausted about it. It's like doing one and the same thing every day. You eventually get tired of it. These are things that you both need to decide on, how you're going to raise your family or how you're going to run the family. It's like a business, as I said. You both need to be involved in this marriage. Both couples need to get on board and have a vision on how you want your marriage to be like. Marriage, it can be very stressful at times, but if you are both involved in this vision, then it shouldn't be stressful. You can either manage stress or reduce stress when it comes to marriage. Some things you just need to let go of them. Remember, you're both from different environments and how you portray things are different. So work towards working together when it comes to making decisions. Some people stress over small things like toothpaste. You need to bring out positive energy in the home. Not everything is going to be rosy. You know, sometimes you find that your husband or maybe your wife squeezes their toothpaste from the top and you like your toothpaste squeezed from the bottom. Or maybe he's the one that leaves his socks on the floor. When you're married to this man that leaves their socks on the floor, you need to tell them. Don't try and impress him because you're still new in this marriage. Eventually you'll get worn out. Like how you're going to be able to teach your children. Once you let your husband leave his socks and you know exactly that you don't like it, your children are going to do the very same thing that your husband is doing. If you don't like it, deal with it from the beginning. Sometimes it can be even things like how he spreads his butter in the tub. Is he the type that digs out the butter with all the breadcrumbs? Or maybe he's the type that lays it out nicely. I used to be the type that spreads butter anyhow. And I learned from experience that my partner liked spreading butter in a very decent way, if I may put it. You just need to realize these things and be able to manage them. Some of these things you can just let go. Then you need to loosen up as well, because some of these things he will compromise for you as well. Screaming won't solve the problem. So a lot of us, there's some certain issues that you need to deal with and realize that now you've got a person that is in your space. So some of these things you need to deal with them, and so that you can be able to accommodate the next person. Because remember, you're from different environments. I know with me, I love my coffee in the morning. I just love my coffee when it comes in this certain mug. Or even worse, once there's like a coffee spilled, I can't deal with that as well. There's certain things that you need to talk about, but don't expect your husband, just because you don't like them, and he must do the same. Let him be free. It's marriage. So don't expect things that you like. You expect him to change just because he's now married to you. There's certain things that you just need to do it yourself if you want to make yourself happy. So basically, you need to allow yourself to grow in these situations, because we are not perfect. We're all from different environments. But when now there is somebody in your space, some things that you just need to let go, or maybe just deal with them. You are putting a vision together, which a vision is for this marriage to work. You both have strengths and weaknesses. Whatever his strengths could be, maybe you have weaknesses and he's got strengths, and you need to combine those strengths and weakness together in order for the marriage to work. Now you have to work towards one direction. You need to recognize each other's strengths and weaknesses. Cover yourself on those strengths and weaknesses. Don't start using those weaknesses as a weapon when it comes to misunderstanding. A lot of people think that they should run their marriage like how they are looking at their parents, how they run their marriage. In today's world, you need to start running your marriage how you want your marriage to be run. Decide on how you're going to run the family roles. Obviously, God is the head and your husband is your head. So don't look at other people's marriages and how they run their marriages. You are the creator of your own marriage. The one thing that you need to start with is communication. You need to communicate about the bigger things and the small things. Things like thank you. Things like please as well. You are creating a polite environment for the future children that are going to come into this family. Your children are going to see that, and they are going to grow up being polite to the world as well. You are the blueprint of how the family is going to be run. And if you don't like anything, talk about it before it grows into a we. I know sometimes we women, we've got a tendency of, even if we're not okay, and you say, no, I'm fine, knowing that you're not okay. Don't say you're okay, you knowing that you're not okay. We throw in this silent treatment, hoping that they will notice that you're angry. If you don't speak about it, that you're angry, how will they know that you're angry? We tend to scare our spouses with these weapons that we throw in them. Things like silent treatment. Because these are the weapons that we throw that we feel that we're on the safe side. When you speak about things, it makes it easier because sometimes it could just be a misunderstanding. But how will they know why you're angry if you're not going to communicate about it? But your face clearly shows that you're not okay. So these are just the small things that eventually become irritating. So that is why communication is key. Like how you're going to run your home, how you're going to run your finances. Have a positive projection of your spouse and avoid overcharging your spouse. Don't assume bad intentions because of your past experiences, like storming out whenever there is a misunderstanding. There are things that will also happen where he will forget your birthday. If he forgets your birthday, it's because there's a lot of things maybe that in his mind. Things of making more money to take care of you. So sometimes we feel like just because we are now married, he must still remember your birthday. Yes, of course, he must remember your birthday. Now its circumstances have changed. You are now his wife. You are his responsibility. So he has to make sure that he provides for you. Now you have to look at it in a bigger picture. He has to prepare for you, prepare for the children as well that will come by. So money has to be saved here. So don't think sometimes he's forgotten your birthday. So sometimes you begin to assume things even if they're not there. You need to make sure that you still have that emotional contact together. And make sure that you connect with each other before you even start bringing the babies into this family. Sometimes we women have got a tendency that when there's a child now, when there's a baby involved, we start putting all our focus on the child and forget about the spouse. You feel neglected, so do the small things. Do the things that you did before in your first year of marriage. When it comes to the 5th year of marriage, things are going to be different. The next thing is expectations. You know, in marriage, we expect too much of each other. However, you'll be disappointed if you expect too much on other people. Same goes to your marriage as well. Discuss about children as well. When are you going to have children and how many children are you going to have? Things like schools as well. Some areas that have good schools, sometimes it takes for you to move into that area for your child to be in that school. So you have to discuss things like that as well. Respect is the next one. It's one of the biggest challenges that men face when it comes to marriage. The Bible says, wives, submit to your husband. And husbands, love your wives. Remember, every company has a head. So let him become the head of the company, head of the home in this marriage. And let God become the head in this marriage. Respect is a two-way thing. Don't let outsiders tell you what to do in your marriage, including your family as well, including his family as well. You both need to design this marriage because marriage is about making decisions. By making the right choices in your marriage, you'll have a healthy marriage. Don't involve outsiders in your family issues, including your relatives as well. When you have issues that you need to discuss them together. When you have a problem with your husband, don't run to your family. When you start your marriage in a fresh ground, then you shouldn't have issues. Issues will come, but you'll be able to sort them out, and everything you need to take it to God. Thank you for watching. If this is content that you like, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. God bless you.